Hello everybody, my name is Khaled Siddiqui, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to replace a broken screen as such in your Canon 5D Mark II, Mark III, or any Canon DSLR professional camera with a front glass, protective glass in front of the LCD. And this is how we replace it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, normally if this is not cracked, it doesn't have a crack like that, you want to replace it because it has too many scratches, then it's very easy to use a suction cup. You put a suction cap on it right here, you open it, you close it, and then you heat it up with heat gun, and then you simply pull it up. But you cannot use a suction cup when you have a cracked LCD, because the air, you cannot seal the air because it's all cracked and it's actually broken. As you can see, it's completely broken. So what do? First you need to put a tape on it. Why do you need a tape? You need to put a tape on it because you don't want the fragments of this to basically fall inside and damage the actual screen, because this is just a protective glass. It's nothing more than a glass. So I'm gonna put pieces of tape all around to make sure the fragments will not fall down. And obviously I should have used less tape so that it wouldn't have overlapped here, because that's where I'm going to be inserting my prying object in order to remove it. Like that. So now what we will do is we will heat it up. Now I'm using a standard heat gun, which is basically one of these Wagner or whatever brand it is. Yeah, Wagner heat guns. But you shouldn't use this because this is too hot, and I'm going to be using it from a distance. You need to use a hair dryer because too much heat will damage this. So use a hair dryer, not a heat gun. Okay, so I'm gonna warm it up now. Let me go out a little bit here. So I'm going to be warming it up from a distance, very nice and easy. Always touch it, make sure it's not too warm. Okay, now that's because this is very strong, it's already hot enough, so it should be popping open now. Okay, it's gluey, sticky, so you have to be careful. There. Alright, so this is trash. The new one comes like this. You have to peel off the back. And peel off this. And then it doesn't hurt to get an air can just to dust off and make sure you don't have dust particles here. Let me zoom in. Believe I got all the dust particles, but yeah, it looks like I got, because once you put this, then you cannot get the dust particles. No, I think I still have dust particles. So I'm gonna use one of these lens cleaners. Okay, now I will put my new glass. Oh, sometimes residue gets stuck here, so you have to clean that residue. I got lucky because the residue didn't get stuck there. All the residue came off with the glass, but sometimes it gets stuck in there. So you have to make sure it's all centered nice and neatly. Apply pressure all around it. Make sure you have enough pressure all around it. Now this has a protective plastic which you need to remove because you can't see anything. Let's see. There you go. I don't know. You see that little thing? Like a little right there? I can't do much about that because that is on the other side and now it's too late. That shows how the bad quality of this unit that I got, the replacement unit, because the glue residue on the other side right there is there. It shouldn't have been, it shouldn't have been there. It should be clean. Yeah, well, so that's what it is. So once you turn it on, that's not going to affect you because that's beyond your visual range, basically. It's beyond visual range, but now you have a nice and clean glass here, which is nice and clean. So yeah, that's how you replace the protect. Now remember, this is not a touch screen. If it would have been a touch screen, then it would have had a wire attached to it. So that doesn't mean that this procedure will go with all the cameras. Those cameras that have a touch screen, you would have to take it apart in order to plug in the wire that goes along with that thing. So since this is not a touch screen, it was simple as that. And this procedure is true with all the cameras, Canon DSLR cameras that have a protective plastic on the top. By the way, this is not glass, this is plastic. It's not glass, but yeah. So basically that's what it is. So yeah, I hope you learned something from this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.